あとクラスの人に私のこと聞かないでほしいんだ。ほら私浮いてる子だからさ。
No, you're not. You're a good girl. Shut up, an outcast.
そうだよ、教室は私の居場所じゃないの。そこにいていいなんて誰も言ってくれないの。話しかけてさえくれない。いないのも同じ。消しゴムを持ったらね、みんな言うよ。お前なんかいらない、削除しろってね。
God damn it. Haruka cast her eyes down.
最初からここに私の居場所なんかない。
Can I just hold her,
も
Haruka?
ちろんね、リキ君のクラスも私の居場所じゃないの。分かってはいるんだ。みんなは優しいからそんなこと言わない。でも私はバカな子だけど、それぐらいは分かっているつもり。私いらない子だから。
No, you're not.
とそれはもう変わらないんだ。
I can read Haruka's expression at all after she lifted her head. It was like she was just indifferently spitting out the words.
それにね、リキ君変な噂立てられちゃうよ。そんな風にリキ君に迷惑かけちゃうの嫌だから直接連絡してほしい。
I don't care.
勝手なお願いだと思うけど。
Okay, I got it.
バイバイリキ君。
Oh yeah, bye bye, Haruka. I watched as Haruka walked away. That evening in the hallway, another day draws to an end. Through the windows, I could hear the various clubs having their
ちょっといい
activities.
かしら、直江リキ。
A sudden voice called out to me to stop. You wanted me? I asked with a little
単刀
hesitation.
直入に言うと、三枝遥と親しくするのはやめなさい。
No. What the hell do you mean by that? I asked in a slow and deliberate tone, biting off the words. I didn't hold back. She was telling me in so many words to stop seeing Haruka.
意味も何もない。やめなさいと言ってるのよ。
Okay, and I'm telling you I'm not going to. I did not answer. That was the clearest way I could express my rejection to her words.
直江リキ、あなたには日本語が通じないの。
Do you not understand my response to you? Futaki slowly lifted up her right hand and waved in front of my face as though making sure I had all my wits about me.
理由もこの前言ってあげたのに。覚えてないの？処置なしね。
Futaki tried to leave after saying that, but I called out to her to stop. Futaki.
何？質問は受け付けないわよ、直江リキ。
I thank you for the warning. When I said that, Futaki laughed through her nose.
これっぽっちも聞く気はないくせに。
Damn right. She was right, my gratitude was purely sarcastic. I didn't know of anyone who would blithely obey the order from anyone to stop befriending someone else.
でも忠告なのは確かなんだから。二人が傷つく前にね。まあもっともあなただからしょうがないか。
She said and this time disappeared around the corner of the corridor. If it's up to me, I'm spending all of my fucking time with her. I saw a girl standing by herself looking lonely. Her long hair was hanging down unbound as one might leave it before going to bed. From behind, I felt I sort of recognized her and sort of didn't. Haruka? Called out with uncertainty in my voice. The girl turned to face me. She was holding barrettes in her left hand. Aww. You are Haruka, aren't you? She had been crying. When she recognized me, she covered her face with her hands. What's wrong?
なんでもないよ。どうして？自信なさそうに聞くの。
Well, just seeing your hair untied like that threw me off, is how I was going to answer. But when I saw Haruka's eyes peeking out through her fingers, I couldn't bring the words out.
私が誰かわからなかった。
God damn it, Riki! Sorry.
謝らなくていいよ。謝らなくていい。
Her hair was flowing lightly in the breeze. With her back to the setting sun, Haruka murmured quietly to
夕
herself.
焼けがすっごい怖い色をしてるね。こういう夕焼けを見ていると泣きたくなるよ。
You are crying. I looked up at the sky. It was a gradation of orange. I think it's pretty. Haruka didn't say anything in response to my words. She only shook her
関
head.
係ないけど、夕焼けはあんまり好きじゃないんだ。他の子にとっては一日の終わりだけど、私にとってみれば一日がまた再び始まるみたいな感じでさ。夜の方が辛いことが多かったからさ。ごめん、やっぱりなんでもない。寮へ戻るよ。またね、リキ君。また今度次にまた うね。
With a face on the verge of crying, Haruka turned away. That turned back seemed to me like a signal of rejection, so I didn't go after her. You! I swear to God, I'm gonna go break you, Riki. I was sitting alone behind the desk in my room doing homework. It was a quiet evening. I was wondering what everyone else was up to. I was the only person left here. Everyone else must have gone out somewhere to have fun. It was just that quiet. But really, everyone was getting the same amount of homework in our class, so they really couldn't just be playing around. Everyone must be similarly busy with their homework. I'm so fucking... Riki! Everyone but this guy. Why didn't you do that outside as well? Why? Is that why? No. No. He started his ab workout on the floor, still laughing. I returned to my desk. I only heard his intermittent breathing. It was just so real. It was just so real it easily blew away all these delusions I had before. That reality was really comforting to me. I didn't want these days to end. Maybe I had just been blessed too much. But I wish these days would continue for as long as they could. I prayed. Perhaps that was blasphemy. But if so, then God is cruel. I thought so to myself as my consciousness faded away. I thought about Haruka. Could there have been something else, something more I could have done for her? But that thought also melted away with my consciousness. I was falling through the endless darkness. Now that I think of it, just where'd the dream of mine go? Oh, well, okay, so that's how you know if it's a bad end or not. Okay. Okay. I saw it in class register. No more Haruka crying. It was on the class register.
職員室で
Yeah.
先生教えちゃったのか。しょうがないか。
Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
別にいいよ。調べようと思えば分かっちゃうものだから。でも、欲しいな。ないはずなんだけどな。
Shouldn't have won. Haruka murmured something under her breath. What was
なん
that?
でもないよ。
So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that, I mean, I said it before too. So,
それに
I thought I'd like to come visit you in your class for a change sometimes. I blurted out something strange without meaning to. Haruka was pop-eyed.
そうなんだ。
I want to spend time with you. Thank you, Riki. Thank you, Riki. Riki, man. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. I was feeling incredibly embarrassed.
ありがとう、リキ君。
You're welcome.
用事あるからそろそろ行くね。あ
Haruka looked back over her shoulder as she turned to
あ、クラ
leave.
スのこと教えなくてごめんね。
It's nothing to be hiding
探してくれてた
or
んでしょ。
ashamed of. Yeah.
いつも教室にはいないから。授業中はいるけど、それ以外は絶対にいないから。いてもいいこと何一つないし。
You're a good girl. It's okay.
用事あったらメール欲しい。行けたら行くから。
Okay, I got it.
バイバイリキ君。
She's so much happier. Oh my god. It warms my heart. Bye bye, Haruka. I watched as Haruka walked away. After school, I was taking out the garbage bags when I spotted a familiar face. God, what's up?
はい。
God dropped the plastic bag she had been carrying onto the concrete. Made an unpleasant sound like that of ceramics and metal rubbing together.
何かご用事ですか？
Well, no, but what's wrong? Your face is pale.
いえ、大丈夫です。リキ、
God started to say something, then shook her head.
なんでもないです。
God laughed, swaying a little on her feet. Wonder what's up with God.
そんなとこに突っ立っていられると邪魔なんだけど。
Sorry, huh? It was Futaki, a gray cardboard box in her hands. Do you want some help with that?
必要ないわ。
Okay. Futaki rejected my offer without a second thought and then proceeded to set the box down in the garbage
や
area.
りきれないわね、何度も。
As she straightened her back, she began to mutter to something under her breath. There was a pile of books in her hands. I glanced at their spines. The titles all had to do with aerospace engineering, propulsion, and things like that. Sure to read some tough books.
Nani?
Nothing. I stood up and stepped out of the garbage area. After that, I had gone a few steps. I halted and looked back at Futaki, who was still in the same spot, flipping through the books. What was she doing? Tilting my head in puzzlement, I walked back toward the classroom. I swear to God, if she's still crying.
Riki-kun!
Yes, don't cry. Good girl. As I walked along gloomily, a voice called out and made me stop. It belonged to Haruka.
どうかしたの？怖い顔して。
Is that really that scary?
してる。マーティもびっくりなほどヘビーな顔してるよ。
Jesus. Haruka pulled on her own cheeks and made a face.
僕らの未来はヘビーだね。
She said this while frivolously laughing at the nonsense. Haruka? I started to talk, then let out a sigh. Really, I wondered if she already knew about the whole affair. What kind of face would she make if I told her someone had instructed me not to go near her? Well, most of the time she was just stringing me along anyway. It's nothing. My answer was rather blunt. Why was I worrying so much about this? It was somewhat upsetting. Why? When Futaki said those words, I had certainly felt my heart rebel strongly against them. What was wrong with me? Riki, I swear to God, man, you're going to spend time with Haruka. I'm not gonna see her cry again, you son of a bitch. Haruka looked surprised for a
ね
moment.
えリキ君、
What, Haruka?
ちょっと時間ある？
I have all the time in the world for you, baby. If I said I didn't, and said the words without thinking, I felt a numbing ting going somewhere in my heart as I said it.
リキ君の邪魔はしないよ。
Riki. Eh? Her words surprised me. Without even a displeased look on her face, after my unkind words, she just tilted her head with her hands joined behind her back.
時間
Behind her.
ある？
Hark asked me with a serious face. You do. Why is this an option? I swear to God, that if this is a bad end choice, I don't want to do it. As much as I'm gonna do a bad end, I don't want to do it. Fuck it, we have time. Yeah.
こっち来て。
I will come this way. Haruka guided me to a classroom. I stepped in. Interior-wise, it should have been the same as my own classroom. Yet it was different. The bulletin board in the back, the arrangement and number of desks. They were just minute differences, but they added up to create a strange feeling as though I'd entered a different realm altogether.
私、誰もいない教室って好き。
I agree. We can talk in peace.
それもなるだけどこかよそのクラスの教室がいいよ。
Haruka murmured quietly.
違うところみたいでさ。
Without realizing it, Haruka had basically voiced my thoughts. It's surprising there is no one here. Usually a student or two should remain in the class at this hour.
部活かなんかで忙しいんじゃない？
I wonder which class this room belonged to. Needless to say, the time schedule written on the blackboard was different from the one I usually saw.
こっちこっち。
Coming. Haruka took me to the back of the classroom where there was an open space. Ooh, hello. The evening sun was setting in through the window. Haruka plopped herself down on the floor.
はい、リキ君も座って座って。
Haruka patted the floor next to her. Haruka, won't you get your skirt
気
dirty?
にしないから大丈夫丈夫。
Sitting around on the floor without a care in the world, she really was like a child. She's cute though. Smiling wryly, I sat down next to her. From the floor, I looked up at the window. Orange-colored lights streamed in to fill the room. From my lower perspective, I discovered that the classroom really did feel larger. Wait, what's
イヤホン
this?
ですよ。見たことない？
Yeah, but why an
じゃ
earphone?
ーん。
Haruka brought out her cell phone. She slid a part of the cell phone open, revealing the keypad with a small sliding noise followed by a
一緒に音
click.
楽聴こうよ。
I opened my mouth, feeling a little bewildered. Isn't that sort of a non sequitur?
こらこら大きな声を出さないの。
Haruka shushed me while placing one finger against my
ま
lip.
た風紀委員に見つかっちゃう。
Again. Haruka withdrew her finger and murmured.
また
Haruka plugged in the pair of earphones and handed me the one with the longer cord. There was an L marked on the earphone. Finally, I understood what Haruka wanted me to do. I put this in my right ear. Damn it, Riki.
近くに来てくれないと届かないよ、リキ君。
Do it, my man. Okay. I clumsily scooted closer to Haruka. For an instant, I caught a pleasant citrusy scent wafting from her hair. Soon we were shoulder to shoulder. Regardless of our uniforms being in the way, I felt awkward pressing against the warmth of her
では
body.
レッツプレイ
I agree. Slightly strange and asynchronous melody began to play through the earphones. Haruka, this song, it's kind of
ご
weird.
めんこれは違った私の自作のやつ
Fucking DJ over here. Okay, you made it.
そうそういつ作ったんだっけかちょっと記憶があやふやかも
It's all part of her mixtape she's dropping. You made it that long ago?
4月頃かな
It's no time ago at all. Haruka, are you telling me you have some kind of teenage amnesia?
何その頭の弱いアホの子を見るような視線はひどいですよブーブー
Anyway, setting that aside, what's this song called?
さらっとスルーされちゃったよしょぼーん、はあ、いいけども曲名はメルマックより愛を込めて
I silently swiped Haruka's cell phone and punched the next song, but wow.
この次のサビが力作なのにひどいですよリキ君
You can't skip on our mixtape, come on now. I ignored Haruka's protest and continued to hit the next button. After a few presses, I found a girly pop song with a good tempo and finally returned the cell phone.
リキ君この歌手知ってる
You? Only by name. I think I remember seeing it on a TV program from her new release.
新曲じゃないよもうずっと前の曲になっちゃったやつだよ
Oh, well, anyway, it's a good song.
私もそう思うよリキ君とは趣味が合うね
The song ended and the next one started. Why is the next song an enka? A genre of traditional Japanese music. The genres and lyrics often reflect unique Japanese sentiments and passions. It was definitely not my
燃え
taste.
るでしょ
The song's about going up north to see the sea, so no, not
鰹
really.
節が効いてるよね
I'm pretty sure it said Magnolias. Next was let's take the A
管
train.
楽器って溜まった唾どうするんだろうね
It was the most random conversation. Want to go to the wind instrument club and ask sometime? Yeah, you have to clean them out.
それ面白そういい考えだね明日行ってくる
Hey, wait! Don't you better not do that. The number on the cell phone screen was going down. It was displaying the number of songs left on the playlist. Starting at 13, it went down by one by one. You only have 13 in a playlist? Yikes! Jesus! My music playlists are a little longer than 13, but that's just me. There was a lot of rather short songs, but by number 10, she was listening intently. They were clean, calm female vocals. It was a Western song. Oh, you listen to jazz music
い
too?
ろいろな音楽に触れたのはこの学校に来てからだけどね特にスザンヌのこの歌は好き出だしに「はるか」って単語が混じった歌みたいに聞こえない
Really? Maybe it was because it was a remix, but the fuzzy voice was hard to hear. It could be like she said or not. I couldn't really tell. I glanced over at Haruka.
何
Noticing my gaze, she dropped a serious expression and started smiling. I was thinking it'd be nice if you were always this laid
そ
back.
したらマサト君やケンゴ君ももっと構ってくれるかな
Fuck them, I'd rather keep you to myself. Maybe. The song ended. Haruka hit the stop
やめ
button.
ておくよ私が構ってほしいのはリキ君だからね
Okay.
なんてね
Ah.
冗談だよ冗談いやさて用事があるから今日はこれにてリキ君バイバイ
Bye bye. Yeah, see ya. Haruka and I went our separate ways. Haruka. After school, when I saw Haruka, I called out to her.
リキ君
When Haruka recognized my voice, she gave a smile and started a jump.
やはり キくんだ。リキくんは本当にいつものようにぴったりに現れるな。
She's so sweet. This is awful. You're the one who always runs into me. She was talking nonsense straight off the bat, just as
い
always.
やー、そういう風に言うこともできるかもね。
It's so sad knowing that she has to deal with shit. Where are you headed in somewhere? Haruka had a hammer and pliers poking out of one of the pockets of her school uniform. The other pocket was bulging as well.
リキくん、時間ある？
I have all the time in the world. Sure, I'm not busy.
じゃあ、私と一緒にする？
Yes. Do what?
もちろん何は何だよ。
Yes.
こうギューってしてグーってして最後にベタベタするの。
Yes. And then sticky?
とっても気持ちいいよ。
Can we please? Please! Arka let out a relaxed sigh with a dreamy look on her face.
ね、しよ。
Riki! This is your conscience speaking. Do it. Arka whispered the question, still dreamy-eyed. Sure. My man! While I nodded, I felt my heart picking up tempo for some reason. My man Riki. Hey Haruka, I feel really fucking ripped off here.
何リキくん。
So when you say this, sticky stuff
ギュ
happening,
ーってしてるよ。ほら、板押さえて押さえて。
got it. I pressed the seat of the wooden bench. Haruka hammered it on it from above. The cautious rapping of the hammer went.
次はグーってして。
Right, got it. I bent some of the plywood back. Like this.
それぐらいだね。ベタベタっと。
This sucks. I feel ripped off. This is the worst. Haruka pulled out a tube of glue, then she applied it on the joint of the bench. Haruka, why are you doing bench maintenance?
ベンチが傷んでたからだよ。
Why aren't we fucking instead? Well, I mean, I get that,
綺
but...
麗なベンチは気持ちいいからね。授業サボってする昼寝の時とか。
Are you sure you should be napping instead of going to class? I feel ripped off. I wanted good times. This is not good times.
こんなものかな。
Haruka softly stroked the back of the bench.
結構愛着あるからさ、このベンチ。学園入ったばっかりの時ね、日がなずーっと座ってたこともあったんだよね。
By
いきなり
crying.
手伝わせてごめんね、リキくん。
Well, I'm the vice president of the maintenance committee, so if you ask me to help, of course I will.
そうだったね。そんなことも言ったっけ、私。
Haruka mumbled, smacking herself lightly on the forehead. That's harsh, you forgot. I made a dumbfounded face as I stared at her with my hands on my waist.
忘れていたかも。
But you're
覚
cute,
えて
so
いて
it's
くれ
fine.
たんだ。
Well, it was something meaningful to me, at least. Haruka slipped the hammer and screwdriver back into her pocket. It looked like the job was finished.
そっか。
Something wrong?
ありがとう、リキくん。
No problem. Makes me happy fixing up stuff, not just for myself, but for everyone. When I said that, Haruka gave me a rather bemused smile.
あのね、リキくん。
Right then, when Haruka opened her mouth to
そのベ
continue.
ンチは廃棄予定だったのよ。
You
No.
bitch! I swear to God, I'm gonna break you in half. There's a cold voice. Futake. I'm gonna pick up this bench and hit you in the head with it. I looked over my shoulder and there she
昼
was.
休みに使用禁止の札を貼っておいたんだけどね。
You know, I was gonna say that I was gonna fuck you, but now I don't want to. You're a fucking bitch. Stop cockblocking me.
剥がしたのは誰かしら。
I want Haruka to say something cute. Haruka was silent. What are you talking
新
about?
しいベンチが入る予定なのよ。
Why?
順次古いベンチは撤去するの。ささくれだった木で怪我したら危ないものね。また来た。
Haruka muttered.
あなたにももう話したわよね。直せば大丈夫だよ。
Haruka mumbled sullenly to
大丈夫
herself.
じゃないから言ってるんじゃないの。業者に修理させると高くつくしね。執行部も許可済みなのに何勝手なことをしているのあなたは。このベンチの方がいいよ。何回も言ったけど。
Haruka started to formulate a weak comeback, but Futaki cut her off.
そんなわがままは聞く必要がないわ。だから三枝遥。あなたがやっていることは無駄なの。あなたにはこの間も注意したのに。
Under the fiery scolding, Haruka hung her head in dejection, and noticed that her clenching fists were beginning to tremble.
掲示板の木枠、勝手に補修したでしょ。ホワイトボード化するときすごく邪魔だったのよ。あと、あなたのこの活動については。分かってるよ。分かってること何度も言わないで。
Haruka's head snapped off as she cut Futaki
活動は。
off.
分かってるからそんなこと。
Haruka yelled to drown out Futaki's voice. In her rejection of those words of reprimand, words of reprimand, she shouted at the top of her lungs.
やめればいいんでしょ。
Haruka made it as if to kick the bench. Haruka! But she let her foot drop back to the ground. It looked like her self-control had gotten the upper hand before she'd actually kicked it. In her irritation, Haruka began stomping her foot on the ground. The screwdriver slipped out of her pocket. In her blind rage, Haruka jolted it away.
いつもそうやって私の邪魔をして。
Haruka, quit it. Stop it, Haruka. I caught Haruka's arm and held back as she tried to grab for Futaki.
何？逆ギレ？みっともないわね、三枝遥。
Shut up.
悪いのはあなたなのよ。分かってるって自分で言ってるのに。情けないわね。
I somehow managed to drag Haruka, who had been planting her feet firmly on the ground away from the bench. Futaki. I addressed her while I tried to turn Haruka away.
何？
Is it really necessary to preach to Haruka like this for the things she
やっ
does?
ちゃいけない理由も言ったわよ。
But even so, you still don't have to talk to her like this.
何？三枝遥。
As I began to defend Haruka, an insinuating tone crept into Futaki's voice.
友達だっけ？に代弁させるのね、あなたは。
I swear to God, I don't want to hit her, but I swear to God, I want to hit her.
自分がしてることを邪魔する人間が悪いと。自分は感情的に暴れて他人に主張させるの。自分の口で言いなさい。そんなことも言えないのよね、あなた。
I swear to God, I want to hit her. I want to fucking hit her.
あなたはいつでもそう。他人の迷惑なんてどうでもいいのよね。他人を厄介ごとに巻き込んでどうしようっていうの。最低ね、最低。
Haruka was gnawing on her lip. Haruka.
うん、そうね。ベンチの前で止めたわ。
Futaki pulled out herself and was making a call to
回
someone.
収してお願いね。
After a short while, a group of prefects showed
院
up.
長、見つけましたか？
ベンチはどうしますか？
壊して。
Jesus. Futaki, that's...
嫌よ。さっさと壊して。
What the fuck's wrong with you? After a flat refusal, Futaki issued the order to the prefects.
どうしていつもそういうことするの？
Haruka reached out her hand, but the orders were executed efficiently. The prefects promptly began to trash the small wooden bench. Haruka gasped. I mean, it obviously means something to her. At last, Haruka averted her gaze from the scene. After a few moments, with a horrible noise, the bench was split in two. It all happened so quickly. In an instant, what had been a bench had been reduced to mere scrap.
焼却炉に持って行って。
What the fuck? With an affirmative, the prefects dumped what was left of the bench into a wheelbarrow. What have you... How could you do this right in front of her? Haruka's shoulders were trembling.
今度は清潔で頑丈なベンチが置かれるのよ。いらないものをいつまでも置いておいてもしょうがないでしょ。
Get rid of the others too, or are you just a fucking cunt about it? At Futaki's words, I felt my rage rising. My hand coiling into a fist, I took a step toward her. Ricky, I want to hit her. You don't hit her. A sudden pressure stopped me. Haruka? Haruka had both her hands wrapped around me. She didn't have to do this. Not like this. She didn't. I tried to tear away from
リキ
Haruka.
君が分からなくてもいいの。
When I heard Haruka yelling, I pulled myself together.
私はいいの。
Until you're crying.
私はいいの。
What is? What was alright? I glared at Futaki. Futaki merely stood there indifferently observing us.
茶番ね。 たかがベンチ程度でバカじゃないの。
You some kind of cunt. That was how she saw it.
不良分子を一掃できるチャンスだったのに。直江力、そんな厄介者と一緒にいるのはやめなさい。
Yeah, fuck off.
本当よ。
Fuck off. With that dismissive line, she laughed. Haruka and me to ourselves. Haruka? Haruka was still holding me. You can let go now. It's over. Clutching onto me, Haruka shook her head a little. No matter what I said, Haruka just kept repeating that.